What's good, my people? Hope you're having a blessed day today whenever it is that you're watching this. I want to talk about diet. Now, obviously, we know, everybody in the self-improvement community knows how important your diet is for your physical health, for getting in shape, maximizing performance, right? We all know all that type of stuff. I don't have to ramble on about how diet helps you physically. But a thing that I think we need to put more emphasis on is how your diet influences you in your mental capacity, in your emotions, in the way that you think. I think it's no secret that your gut health is directly correlated to your mental health, right? When you have bad gut biome synergy, right, you're going to have mental cloudiness, right? You're not going to be able to think straight. You're going to be more irritable. And if this is the first time that you're hearing about this, well, now you know. And so if you're putting bad stuff into your body, right? If you're eating crap, if you're eating at the wrong time, if you're eating too much, it'll not only affect, like we talked about, your physical health, but it'll affect your mental health as well. And personally, I find myself on days after I eat poorly or eat too late maybe, or eat too much too late, right? The next day that I wake up, even if I don't feel necessarily sluggish physically, right, my mental clarity isn't all the way there. And sometimes I'm a little bit more irritable, right? Maybe I'm not as focused and locked in as I possibly could be. And a lot of the times, especially for me, these gut imbalances are so subtle that you won't really attribute it to the fact that, something's up with your stomach is the reason that you're feeling this way today, right? And, it's nothing too crazy to the point where, I'm there sitting there holding my stomach, clutching my stomach or anything like that. When you don't have that mental clarity, it's kind of hard to call back and remember all the useful information that you learn and actually put them into practice, right? I'm saying this because, not only will it help with your personal life, but it could help you in school, it could help you at work, right? Having that mental clarity, that full focus, being able to 100% lock in and, get in a flow state at the current task that you're working on is very important. And I think gut health is a big part of that. And like I alluded to previously, a lot of the times it's not something so obvious that you're just, going through it on sitting in the bathroom fighting for your life or anything like that. But, once your gut is at an imbalance, your body's first initial course of action is to get rid of that imbalance, right? Your body needs to function properly. That's its number one goal, right? It's never going to prioritize, you remembering certain information that's not really valuable right now, as opposed to having your gut function properly, your stomach function properly, making sure you're not sick or anything like that. So your body's using up all these resources to make sure that your gut's good, and that can lead to you not only having mental cloudiness, but also just being fatigued overall. And then we're moving into the physical stuff, eat shit, feel like shit. But I really do think that it can't be overestimated, the importance of your diet on your mental well-being. I think every time I eat like a bowl of fruit, right? I love eating a bowl of fruit as like a snack. That's one of my favorite things to do, just cut up some fruits, throw them in a bowl. Not only do I feel my skin radiate when I eat these things, but I kind of just get a little bit more spry, right? I get a little bit more energy. And I just know when I eat things that are good for me, like eating greens, right? Eating good protein, right? High quality protein, high quality carbs. And if I stack those days on top of each other, I just overall have more energy, mental fortitude, and ability to deal with situations. I have a higher tolerance for bullshit, right? I have a higher tolerance for enduring harder activities. Even just things like going to the gym, right? I'm more excited to do physical activities as opposed to when I'm not eating so great. Like, not only physically am I not ready to go and play sports or lift weights or anything like that, but also mentally I'm also weaker because I'm like, it's fine, I feel like crap, I won't do it. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate, right? A lot of you maybe don't feel so good because you ate shitty or for whatever reason, your gut's not aligned, and you kind of say, you know what, I know I'm going to feel terrible or feel nauseous if I go to the gym. I just won't go, right? So I just think that diet is extremely important, right? We always talk about in the self-improvement community, lifting weights, right? Reading books, doing this, doing that. But, I can't stress enough how crucial your diet is on a day-to-day basis. I know it may sound crazy. I know it may sound absolutely absurd. I'm not saying don't ever, indulge in some sweets or, some junk food or anything like that. But just be aware, right? I've noticed that the days that I ate junk food the previous day, or ate too much sugar, or ate too late, or ate too much, the next day I'm just not as motivated to do the things I love. I'll be honest with you, a couple days ago, this happened to me. It's kind of why I'm making this video. I made a note to myself like, yo, I ate a little too late at night. I was busy. I didn't really do a good job keeping track of time, and I let time slip by. So it got really late, and I haven't eaten anything for the day. So I ended up eating really late. Woke up the next morning, didn't feel too good. It was harder to get out of bed, right? That's the physical part, but also the mental part, because now that I'm physically not in a great place, now I'm not focused on, what I got to do for the day. I'm focused on getting rid of feeling like shit. That's the number one priority, right? And that's what your body's telling you to do, right? And rightfully so. We can't think about getting to the money. We can't think about, how we're going to approach this assignment, how we're going to do this, task at work, if we ourselves are just feeling shitty, right? Our body's natural response is to first of all focus on getting our body right and in balance. And that's kind of where I think that people don't really emphasize the mental clarity that you get. I ain't got a sponsor for this video. I know it would be a great idea to have some like supplement sponsor for this video. I ain't got one for you. But I would just say make sure you're getting all the proper natural foods that you need, right? Don't eat too much sugar. Don't eat too late. And that's the emphasis I want to place on, because before I would always say, as long as you're getting your calories in and your proteins in, it doesn't really matter when you eat. But really, I think it does, right? You don't want to eat too late because, you go to bed on a full stomach, and then the food doesn't process properly, and you wake up not feeling good, and you got to run to the bathroom immediately. Like, I've dealt with that stuff before because I thought, I'm getting all the good food, good nutrients. It doesn't really matter when I eat, but it's 8 p.m. and I haven't eaten a single thing the whole day. I don't think that's right. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has their diet and the way they eat, but everything has to be balanced to a certain degree. You can't go too much overboard. And again, this is from personal experience, so I'm just sharing my thoughts with you guys. Maybe you guys have a different experience you could share in the comment section below. I think when it comes to self-improvement, this is going to be the number one thing that you guys should focus on, truthfully. I know it may sound crazy and insane, and a lot of people want to emphasize no fap, especially in November, right? People want to emphasize hitting the gym. And while all that stuff is great, and I fully support, engaging in all those healthy habits and things like that, I think your diet really kind of controls everything. Because, the saying, you are what you eat, I really do believe that. And, you put good stuff in your body, you're going to have high energy, high mental clarity, and your ability to do all these other habits and all these other tasks that come with self-improvement are going to be so much more easier and effortless. And not only that, you're going to feel like you want to do them, right? It's just kind of like a glow. I don't really know how to describe it, that your body feels when you eat really, really good for, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, start stacking the days when you're eating very healthy. So if you're going through a rough patch right now, if you're going through a rut, low energy, not really motivated to do anything, it's hard for you to get out of bed, even if the circumstances in which it occurred wasn't necessarily through what you ate, right? Let's say, you're not eating too much junk food or anything like that, but you still can't seem to get the energy. Just try switching up your diet. Try eating a lot more fruits, a lot more vegetables. And, I'm not necessarily a person that's going to tell you to go vegan necessarily, because I can't do it. I love getting my protein from natural protein sources like chicken, but I'm also not against going vegan. I do think that there are some benefits potentially in going vegan. I think processed meats out there that could be harmful for us, and we, don't necessarily know how they affect us. I think, all those GMOs and things like that are a real thing. So, maybe switch up your diet like that. But I do think that eating a lot of natural foods is the way to go, like a lot of one ingredient foods. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, take a strawberry. The only ingredient in a strawberry is a strawberry, right? The only ingredient in milk is milk, right? Make sure you're reading all the labels on your packages. I really do think that starting with the diet is the most important thing, and it'll enable the rest of your life to kind of come together and allow you to jump on a lot of these self-improvement habits a lot more easily. Everybody's different. Everybody's body responds differently to different things, right? So you just got to go ahead and try this stuff out, and I think diet is something that maybe if you're not putting a lot of emphasis on right now, maybe you should do that. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one. Bow!